Keep it right here, everybody. We're going to start up in just a few seconds for Bravador Live, all right? So keep it right here. Don't go nowhere. Please like and share. Please share. I'm going to be recapping the 50th celebration of hip-hop's birthday last night at the Hippodrome here in Central Virginia, USA, celebrating the pioneers of Central Virginia hip-hop. If you're from out of town, you're going to want to listen to this. And if you're from around here in Central Virginia, Richmond, Virginia, Petersburg, Hopewell, Chesterfield, Henrico, Hanover, everywhere else, Colonial Heights, Hopewell, all of that, you're going to want to definitely see this. So stay around, y'all. Stay around. Share.
65 app or the TuneIn Radio app. Put in WQMIX and get ready to enjoy your radio again. It's WQ Mix Worldwide Radio.
Peace and blessings, everybody. Thank y'all for checking out Bravador Live right here on a Saturday night. The date is August 12th, 2023, in the 21st century. I'm going to be talking about tonight something phenomenal that happened last night here in Central Virginia, USA. As everybody knows, yesterday was the official birthday of hip-hop. August 11th, 2023, 50 years of hip-hop. And they did a great tribute to hip-hop at the Hippodrome Theater here in Richmond, Virginia, USA. And we were asked to appear, to come to it, to participate, and we did. We heed the call. Thank you, Mike Street. Appreciate that. He and I talked about this some time ago. And we were there, and we pretty much got the royal treatment, and I'm very happy about that. And the respect that we got and the props that we got, it was a little overwhelming at times. It really was. And I just want to say thank you to all of the performers like Noah O, Reperton. Everyone on stage just did a phenomenal job. And I want to say this. If you've never been to Central Virginia or Richmond, Petersburg, what have you, and listened to some of these artists that we have, you know, you got to check them out. Big Noah, Noah O. I mean, excellent combination. And I mean, everybody on stage was great last night, and I appreciate them. And they're true to the art. They're true to the rhyme. Their lyrics are there. And I mean, to me, they sound just as good, or if not better, than some of these, I guess you could say, elite industry people. I mean, or the big guys. that are on the big labels and what have you, and have the big streams and all of that. These guys are excellent. And I just want to say, hey, congratulations. I salute you. And thank you all for saluting us. We really appreciate the Z-Rock crew, Junior Funk Machine, DJ MC Fresh, Mad Mixer, Bill McGee. Booney was there as well from Honey Bun and Booney, the American Express. Charles Lump Willis was there. Bill McGee was there. Chris Brooks, my partner from the B-side, he was there. And we had a great time. We really did. We just had an awesome time. And I got to shout out Lady K. Saw her last night. Appreciate the love. Got a shout out to Fat Cat. Saw him last night. Appreciate the love, brother. Met a lot of people from Shaco Records. Got to thank them for putting this on as well. I met those brothers. And let me tell you something. They have a record label where they say they have the Richmond sound. And last night, what I heard was definitely a Richmond sound. So I take my hats off to everybody that put this together at the Hippodrome. It was called RVA Rapper's Delight, and it was a delight to be there. It definitely was. Yes, and I enjoyed myself. I really, truly enjoy myself. And I just want to thank them again for inviting us and for just treating us. I mean, it was just, I'm kind of at a loss for words with a lot of it. But one of the things that surprised me, and I did not know, the mayor of Richmond, LaVar Stoney, had a proclamation he read that August 11th is now Hip Hop Day in Central Virginia, in Richmond, Virginia. August 11th is now Hip Hop Day in Richmond, Virginia. And in that proclamation, it recognized the Z-Rock crew, the Super Friends. It's just, I wish, let me see if I can pull this up and I can read it to you. Let me see if I can pull this up. If I can read it. Let's see. Well, I can read just a little bit of it probably. Yeah, it won't go any bigger, but let me try to read it, okay? It says, the city of Richmond is extremely proud to celebrate 50 years of hip-hop and of the Richmonders that have, I can't really see it. Let me see if I take these off. That have contributed to the growth and the success of hip-hop, such as Brother August Moon. I put the brother in there myself, but August Moon, may he rest in peace. As you all know, he recently passed on. And he leaves really a legacy of things that he has done from right here in Richmond. August Moon, the Z-Rock crew, Mr. Melody, Mad Skills, Mike Street, of course. I don't know why I couldn't see that, even though I can't see it. Mike Street, the Super Friends, Joe Dozier, may he continue to rest in peace. Nicholas F., Red Rum, and J. Roddy Rod. To name a few. That's some of what it reads. The proclamation. As a matter of fact, Mike Street is wondering where we can put it, where he can put it. I think I said that it would be nice for the county and Richmond to possibly put up a marker, a historical marker, and have this proclamation on that marker. At the old WKIE radio station, and at the old WANT radio station, because at that time, they were the stations playing rap. Also, Magic 99 was, but, Magic 9 maybe have one also, but that's in Petersburg, so the proclamation wouldn't hold up down there because it was done from the Richmond mayor, not Petersburg. But even down there on Crater Road where Magic 99 was, there should be a hip-hop marker there. But there should be, I'm speaking on Richmond right now, that's where I think it would be a nice place. Now, as far as where this proclamation, this plaque belongs, some people have said the Black History Museum is a good place for it. And I think that's a great place also. But to add to that, I would like to see markers at Wilkerson Road, at the old WKIE radio station site on the side of the road, and in Howland Park at Enslow and Front Street at WANT Radio. That would be nice. That would really, really be nice. That's my opinion. That's where I'd like to see it. But Mike Street has it in his possession now, and I know it's in good hands with him. So that's where it is. If you want to read the proclamation for yourself, you can go on whatever page you see this on, this broadcast, this Bravador Live, you can read it there also and stuff. I can't see everyone that's here. So I just want to put a few people on here and stuff. Big Rick is here. Thank you, Big Rick. Thank you, Big Rick. I appreciate that. Yes, Lady K, Swerve, no doubt about it. My man Pitt, what's going on, Big Pitt? What's the word? Yes. So I want to thank everybody that's checking this out. Please share this broadcast if you would too. Let's see what else Rick says. I want to thank all of the great DJs for what y'all did. Thank you, Rick. God bless you, man. We appreciate you. Especially Chocolate Chip, he says, my brother. Thank you. And I got to thank my brother also, Chocolate Chip, because I remember listening to him, and I remember going to WANT radio station in 1976 when he was part-time. He picked me up in the Churchill Record Shop van. I never forget it because he was working at Churchill Record Shop at the time as well before he was on the radio full-time. And that kind of was his avenue to take to get to radio, to WANT. He was doing air check tapes and stuff like that at WENZ every now and then, which was right down the road from Churchill Record Shop. But he actually went straight into radio to WANT. And that was rarely ever done. That was rarely ever done for someone that was just getting into radio. But Chip was just that good and what have you. But I say all that to say I thank him. He never likes me to put him in there like that. But I mean, if it was not for you, Chip, I wouldn't be doing this, brother. And I love you for that. No doubt about it. Let's see. Petersburg, what's popping, bro? Hey, Doug Evans, my man. Soul Logistics Radio. What's going on, my man? Yeah, Doug, we were just speaking about, I don't know if you caught the whole thing, but they gave the proclamation yesterday of August 11th being Hip Hop Day here in Richmond, Virginia. And I was saying I'd like to see a marker, a historic marker put at WANT's location and WKIE's location from being places where, you know, hip hop, when we first heard hip hop on the radio, it was at WANT or even WENZ. How can I forget that? We'd like to see a marker. I like to see a marker at WENZ, WANT, and KIE in Richmond with this proclamation on it, if possible. But and also to add to that, Petersburg should have one at Crater Road where Magic 99 used to be. And because Mitch Malone was doing after hours, playing a lot of hip hop. When they weren't playing it during the day, he was playing it after hours. So yes, I would like to see it in Petersburg as well. Anywhere where we had stations that played hip hop in the early days, we should do that, you know, because hip hop 50 is 50 years of hip hop, 50 years of a culture that has changed the world. It has changed the world, no doubt.
Next door to us, WQ Mix Worldwide, your favorite jazz.
In the background, as you checked this show out before, and you probably know, but if you have not checked out the show before and you're wondering what that is in the background, that is WQMIX Worldwide Radio, online right now, 24/7. It's Dominoes in the background from Donald Byrd. Absolutely. So you can hear that 24/7, everybody. If it were not for me getting into any of this, I wouldn't have this station. You probably wouldn't know me. And hip hop is just that much in my blood, my DNA. It's my life. Before this, I wanted to be an astronaut. I'm just being real with y'all. Yep, that's right. I wanted to be an astronaut. And ironically, one of my brothers works for NASA. Yeah, isn't that something? So, I wanted to be an astronaut. But when I heard King Tim III in 1979 at Henderson Middle School, and we were all listening to it on the radio, my brother actually was playing it, and we were listening to my brother on the radio. And then Rapper's Delight came out. Oh, man. That was another one. And then I heard Freedom from Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. that did it for me. And ever since then, I've been hooked. Ever since then, I've been done, and I wanted to be a part of it. So I started DJing a year and a half later. Barry Smith and I formed the Junior Funk Machine. And we used to rock the parties in the West End part of Henrico. In the West End, you had the Royal Sound Crew in the West End of Richmond rocking their things, and every other part of the city they were at. Keith K. Ski, Mellow C, Lovable Lee, Wiz Love Able Lee, may he continue to rest in peace. Lou Cash Money, Divine he's called now. And the extended family was Dynamic KC, Cutmaster JT, and myself, El Bravador, but I was not with them at that time. I did not join the royal family until about 88, 89. About 88, I joined their royal family and stuff. We did some production together and stuff in later years. During my radio career and what have you that I got into, which after the Junior Funk Machine, then Fresh and I formed in 84, the Z-Rock crew. And then we got on WKIE radio in 87. And we took off from there. And we recorded a record down in Hopewell, Virginia at Think Tank Studios, Mr. Bernard Calvin and Dwayne Calvin and Ski Calvin. Can't forget Ski Calvin. And we recorded Ace and Supreme, vocal on the front, instrumental on the back. Fresh wrote it, and Dwayne Hodges produced it. And then we met the Two Death crew, Jay Quan's group. We met them, and we were all on the same label. Got a shout out to some of the Petersburg crew, MC Thin, New Balance. There were groups from down there on the same label. Man, that would have been nice if we had more finance, and boy, would that have been nice. But we had, as a matter of fact, our records right now overseas, and they're paying a lot of money for one of those records. I think Casper said he found one and paid like $300 for one. Yeah. How's that for you? Yeah, no doubt about it. I got to call RJ back. RJ, if you're watching, I'm broadcasting, man, as you can see. I'm going to hit you back, RJ. But yes, and got to shout out RJ as well. We met him when we got to KIE. He was already there. So, got to shout out RJ for everything. He actually helped us really come back out a few years ago, back in 2017. He really did. Pause for the cause. Well, I thought it was Carol Wheeler in the background and Soul to Soul. The acapella of Back to Life.
Steady, are you ready?
Yeah, so I mean, hip hop has just been like that for me. It really has been. Yeah, Doug, Mitch Malone, no doubt about it. May he continue to rest in peace. I miss Mitch, I tell you, I really do. Yes, rest in peace, love and believe. Thank you, my man. Ray, appreciate you, man. Good to see you. Thanks for the love, brother. I appreciate that. Y'all please share this. But yes, last night at the Hippodrome was phenomenal. It really was. I got to, again, shout out Mike Street. I got to shout out Shako Records. I got to shout out everybody that I met there. Just was a great time. It really was. DJ MC Fresh, Mad Mixer, myself, Chris Brooks, Fresh's family was there. Booney was there from American Express. Charles Lump Willis was there. He even called his brother Rockwell on the phone, and we video conferencing while we were doing an interview outside. So I just like to shout out everybody I met there. I got to shout out Channel 6. How can I forget that? Yesterday afternoon, they came here in the studio. If you're on my page, you can see the pictures of it. They interviewed myself, Jay Quan, and that will be broadcast this week coming up. Okay, next week or this week coming up. They will be showing the interview they did with myself and Jay Quan, kind of to commemorate the 50th birthday of hip hop. They showed some of it with Mike Street and a couple of others, I believe, yesterday. But they said what we gave them was just so deep in what we spoke of as far as the history of Central Virginia, of Richmond hip hop, Central Virginia hip hop, that they wanted to show it, in 2 parts. They wanted to do it justice because 2 minutes really would not have been enough time. So, hey, fine with me. I got to thank Cameron Thompson from Channel 6 reaching out to me to talk to me about that. I think I just really appreciate him and him coming over and taking the time to do this. I really appreciate it. And I'm so glad that it's like we're being reborn again almost. But, everybody's just really just poured the love out to us. And that's all we've ever done is just try to give the love to people and play this music that we so dear to us, hip hop music and the way of life, that's been a part of us for so many years. In Richmond, it's been about 43 years, about 44 years. It's been as far as hip hop, because a lot of us got into hip hop because we heard it on record. Now you had some people here from college that knew about it from 50 years ago in 73. They had tapes they brought down. Sometimes you'd see them on cassette or 8-track, and they were floating around some of the hoods. They were floating around, and you would hear this. But did we know it was going to blow up like this? Absolutely not. We didn't know. We had no one. I don't think anyone had a clue that this would ever happen. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. It's a great thing, everybody.
Anywhere on the planet is right next door to us. WQ Mix Worldwide, your favorite jazz.
In the background, it is Frankie Beverly and Maze, or Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. And I want to thank you. And I'm sending this out to everybody checking this out at whatever time. If you're checking it out on the live right now, if you're checking it on the replay, I just want to thank you all for everything you've done for us and supporting us, and all of those that showed us the love yesterday and continue to show us love. All that came out to the 50th tribute that we did a couple weeks ago at Virginia Randolph Playground. Thank you for the love, everybody. Those that say they missed it and they want to, come to the next one, thank you for the love. Just thank you all for the love. Thank you. This one's going out to you. If you want to hear this while I talk, you can go to WQMIX Worldwide Radio. Just Google it. The player will come up. You can play it and hear it just like that. Or you can do a little bit later if you want. You can download the app, the Live 365 app, or the TuneIn Radio app. And I believe Audacity has it also. Not yet, maybe, but you can check it. But, the simple way to do it is just Google, and the player will pop right up, the web player. So, yes, I just want to thank you all for showing us the love that you have shown us. It's been a long road. It really has been. Just in the 40-something years for us, it's been a long road. We've been through a lot. I mean, man, we had people telling us to stop playing that music. I mean, they would call the station and harass me. I remember when I was at WANT, and it would happen. And that's another story. If you haven't heard the story, I will tell it to you some other time, or they may even show it or talk about it on next week on Channel 6. But there's a story to be told. But we sacrificed a lot to get to where we are. And I just want to say thank you to everybody. I want to thank the pioneers up in New York for creating this, for giving us a life. Of course, God gives us the light, but God gave them the talent to make this, to give us a life. Absolutely. And I just want to thank them. I want to thank Cool Herc, Grandmaster Kaz. I want to thank the Furious Five, Grandmaster Flash. I want to thank some of the friends that I've worked with in music up there, the Audio 2, MC Light, MC Peaches, my sister up there in Jersey. I want to thank Mr. Nat Robinson, Milk and Gears themselves. I want to thank them. KC, King of Chill, K Swift, DJ Skill for helping me with my turntable skills a little bit as best he could. The Alliance crew, the Alliance of MCs in Brooklyn. I want to thank Houdini. I want to thank Public Enemy, Chuck and Flav, and the whole S1Ws. I want to thank the Z-Rock crew, my man DJ MC Fresh for showing me how to mix and scratch, man. Love you, brother. I got to thank Barry Smith, Mad Mixer, for just saying, hey, he wanted to do the group with me. I couldn't have done it without Mad Mixer and DJ MC Fresh. I want to thank Barry Rogers for being the +1 of the group and just his musical knowledge he had. Kevin Bowman, I want to thank him. Frank Threets, I want to thank him for being our manager. I want to thank Rick Stanley for being our manager. May he continue to rest in peace. Rick Stanley had the very first rap record from the MCI crew called The Commandments. I want to thank him. I want to thank August Moon for having the first full label, rap label. I want to thank him for that. Rockwell and Cooley T. Tolliver, I want to thank them. I want to thank American Express, Honey Bun, Billy, Ray, he continued to rest in peace. We actually went to Grays Middle School together, and I seen him a little bit later, and I had no idea that was him until we talked, and then shortly after that, he passed on. I want to thank Mahogany. I want to thank her for being the first female MC in Central Virginia. Yes, she's the first one on record. I'm saying on record now. Not saying the first female MC, I'm not sure, but she was the first one on record. Yes, I'm shouting out to her. And everybody else out there, Cool Carl. I want to shout out to the 2 Dev crew, Jay Quan, Divine, also Kenny, may he continue to rest in peace. Scratch Master D, Dink. I want to shout out to Scratch Master D, Delman. I want to shout out to also Mitch Malone, may he continue to rest in peace. My brother Chocolate Chip, Kirby Carmichael, Ben Miles. I'm going down the road, y'all. I'm going down the list. I said Mitch Malone may continue to rest in peace. Make sure I said that. Preston Brown. I want to shout out also to, now I'm getting ready to draw a blank, and I don't want to do that. I said 2 Death Crew. Yes, I said that. MC Thin down in Petersburg. I want to thank the New Balance down there, label mates down there. Who else? The Ilyas. I met them one time. Booker, I met him. Shouting out them. Trey Songs down there. Skills. Shouting out to him. Also, D'Angelo. These guys are still from here and did great things and still continue to do great things. I said Trey Songz. Yeah, Trey Songz too. So everybody, and I know I'm forgetting somebody. I just know I am. Let me think while I've got Phyllis Hyman blurting in my ears. A good friend of my brother's. May she continue to rest in peace. Falling under your spell on WQ Mix Worldwide Radio. It's after the rain. It's just like... Yeah, so I just want to thank everybody out for just thank everybody for their contributions and, just helping us get to where where we've gone. I got to shout out the Playgirls from Henrico that were out back in the days. There was something like the Mercedes ladies, and what have you. So we did our thing back then, y'all, everybody. We did it. Huron Jackson and Derek Howard and Bang Bang Cousins and them, they had a DJ group also, and they were very good. Kevin Hunter, got to shout him out as well. I mean, I can just go on and on and on and on with everyone that helped contribute to not only our success, but me, my success. I just want to shout out everybody and say thank you. Definitely thank you. Where do we go from here? Well, we continue doing what we're doing, everybody, meaning we're going to have jams again. Matter of fact, RJ and I were speaking, and we're trying to plan another one. So keep tapping it, keep checking back, and we'll let you know when it's going to be. It's going to be sometime in the fall at one spot. And then we got a couple other spots we're trying to tie down. So all the way up until December, we're trying to do some things, but my thing is what I want to see get better. And I mean this, I want to see more support. In other words, when we have those gigs, well, you got to come in and pay a fee. Please support us. Come on in and have a ball. But you see us doing the free ones, come on out. Just hang out with us. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the music. That's what we're here for. We're doing it for you. There's no doubt about it. You had dances too. Of course, Pitt. Thank you. The Z-Rock dance crew. Pitt, his brother Clarence, Jeffrey, Byron. I mean, hey, those guys were tough. They were tough. I'm telling you, they was tough. Speaking of dancers, I got to shout out in the West End to G and Bailey, my cousin G, Bailey and all of them, Nene, all of them. They used to break dance. Andre, they used to break dance and do their thing, man. I mean, absolutely. I mean, we had it here. We definitely had it here, and we still have it here, y'all. We still have it. Thanks for the reminder, Pitt. And I didn't forget, it's just so much going on through my head right now, but thank you for putting this up. Yep, you had dancers too. We did, and y'all were great, and thank you for you all. Definitely, you all really set the stage for us, no doubt about it. Don't forget your wife, man. Oh, yeah, absolutely. My wife was there with me. Matter of fact, I met my wife at WKIE. RJ. RJ did it. Yes, my wife has been through thick and thin with me with this. Absolutely. No doubt. And I love her for that. Thank you, Sonya. Thank you. Thank you to my children. for doing just being there and just, they didn't understand really too much of what I was doing in the early days. They understand now. They're all grown now. And me to continue to do this, they're happy to see the props that we're getting. My oldest daughter, she's so happy about it. My son, my youngest, even the grandkids, they don't really understand it yet, but they're in there. There's no doubt about it. They're definitely in there. Hey, Tech, what's going on, man? Great to see you. Hey, Fred, what's going on? Right on, brother. Right on. Let's see what else we got here. Kilby had one of the best card systems. Kirby had one of the best card systems in the city of Richmond. He did. Yes, he did. And speaking of Kilby, got to shout out John Kilby. Got to shout him out too. Big Pit, Little Pit. Yes, absolutely, my man. Yes. Mike Rodriguez, bless his soul. Yes, may he continue to rest in peace. One of the floor controllers, Mike Rodriguez, passed away. And Shamik, his brother, and I talk quite often, but he is missed. Definitely. Those guys were, they were tough. They were tough. Them and the Lock Pop dancers, when they were, oh my goodness, they were tight. They were tight. We had them, y'all. We had them. That's my sister right there. They didn't understand. That's right. They didn't understand, Pitt, but they do now.
WMIX Worldwide Radio. Download the Live 365
please share,
app
everybody.
or the
Please share.
Radio app.
WQ
Put in
Mix.
WQMIX.
WQMIX
And
Worldwide
get ready
Radio,
to
y'all.
enjoy your radio again.
Enjoy it
It's
again, y'all. Come on.
WQMIX Worldwide Radio.
Well, clap your hands to what he's doing.
In the background, like I said, 50 years of hip hop, everybody. Eric B. and Rakim. Eric B. is for president, no doubt. There was another song that went against this, or actually to go up against this. It was called Assassinate the President. King Son did it. They played it on the radio up in New York, but it never came out. I remember talking to King Son about that at one time. Yeah, definitely. Fofo was nice with the pop, like absolutely Fofo was, and Fofo's DJing now. Got to shout out Fofo. Yep, Mr. 804. That's my man, no doubt. And everybody, I'd like to say hello right now to Carol Turner, better known as Dr. Disco. You see him right there. Peace and blessings to you, Dr. Disco. Thank you for what you did, because you were also playing hip hop when you were with Kirby. Absolutely. You were doing your thing at Skating Land, and we got to shout out Skating Land on Williamsburg Road and Hull Street. But Williamsburg Road, they had it. You can hear the hip hop there. There's no doubt about it. You can hear all your jams there. You can hear them all. And this man right here was spinning them. He definitely was. Thank you, Dr. Disco, for what you've contributed to Central Virginia and Richmond hip hop, no doubt. So everybody, that's why I came on this evening. I had to talk about last night, a phenomenal night at the Hippodrome and the RVA Rappers Delight, and the proclamation that Mayor Stoney gave the city of Richmond with the acknowledgement of us and a lot of us on that. It just is great to see your name, the Z-Rock crew, on a proclamation. It's just excellent. So from now on, August 11th is Hip Hop Day in Central Virginia, in Richmond, Virginia. Yes, it is. And it's a great feeling, everybody. It's a great feeling. No doubt, Dr. Disco, my man, no doubt. Anytime, my man, anytime. Yep, that's right, Ray. Dr. Disco is my man in Skating Land. Yep, see, there you are, Doc. Yep, no doubt about it. So everybody, it's a great feeling to have this happen for us. And like I said, after this now, you're just going to be seeing more of us doing gigs around. Just come on out there, tell your people about it. Do like we used to do back in the days. Just spread the word. Word of mouth. That's how we used to go ahead. We didn't have any social media. We didn't have no emails. We didn't have none of that. You had a telephone. You didn't have no cell phone. You didn't have no portable phone. You had to call on the phone. You had to go to neighborhoods and tell them, hey, it's a jam over at Watts Lane. It's a jam over in Central Gardens, Montezuma Gardens. It's a jam at the West End Community Center. It's a jam in Highland Park. That's how it was. Master J would be out there. Grandmaster J, you might know him as now. He'd be DJing. I mean, Mike C would be out there, and everything. The Junior Funk Machine would be out there. The Z-Rock crew. I mean, we'd all be out there. Epps Disco would be out there. Bates Disco, the Churchill Funk crew, the Churchill crew. Al Will and the brothers out there, Don D and all of them over in Churchill. They would do their thing. I mean, man, we had things hopping up. Guys in Southside were doing their thing. So, I mean, and back then, we'd have backyard parties and block parties and would not have a problem whatsoever. You might have a fight or two here and there, but for the most part, we had a ball. Oh my gosh, we had a ball. I was looking online and I was seeing the celebrations going on up in New York. I believe it was like right before midnight at Sedgwick Avenue, where Kool Herc did the first party. They had a gathering there and they were counting the time down. And I think at 12 noon, they all celebrated the official birthday of August 11th, 12 midnight in Sedgwick Avenue. 1520. Did I say that right? I'm gonna make sure I get that right, man. I think it was 1520 Sedgwick Avenue. I just want to make sure I'm saying it right. Hold on. I get mixed up with numbers and stuff. So let me just make sure I'm getting all that right. So stand by, everybody. Let me just make sure I'm getting that right. So let me look. I can't tell that way. Let me go this way. And I'll just do it just like this. Y'all stand by for a second. Let me see what I got going on here. Hold on. I know I can always go to Jaquan's page and make sure that I get everything right and I'm saying everything right and what have you. Hold tight, everybody. Hold on. Hold tight. I didn't see that one. Okay, hold on. I'm just looking and just making sure, everybody. So 1520 Sedgwick Avenue. Yep, that's what it was. And it looks like they were there until after 12. But there was also a breakfast that morning that Eric Adams, the mayor, proclaimed that Hip Hop Day in New York. And he said some great things. I've got that posted on one of my pages as well. If you got to get a chance, check that out and stuff. And some of the things he was saying was just, it was touching and he was right. And I'm all there with him, you know, and stuff. We got to hold our heads high now, everybody. And hip hop gets the ultimate respect now, you know, and stuff. So yes, we need to hold our heads high. And when you book a DJ, make sure that you respect that DJ and you pay him for what he's doing. Don't come with no $75 mess or no $100 mess. I'm sorry. No. And if you're a DJ out there, do not do gigs for $75. I'm sorry. Don't do it. If you want to consider yourself a real DJ, know your worth. Know your worth. $75 don't even get you a full tank of gas. It all depends on what you're driving. You know, come on, man. Don't do that to yourself and don't do that to the rest of us. Okay? Don't do that. And those of you that look for DJs, you got to pay for them like you pay for videographers and you pay for photographers and all of that. You pay them good. You're going to have to pay the DJ good. Now, if you got a DJ that is sorry, then don't hire him. Don't hire him. That's it. You know, come on now. Let's do better. Let's do better. Let's do better. Let's see. I was a young cat, but I was there. Yeah, Ray, you know, hey, then you know. Well deserved. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Hey, Cricket, what's going on? What's up, Cricket? Let's see who else is here. We need to start doing block parties. Absolutely, Eric. Hey, what's going on, Eric? I mean, that's what we've been doing. The Z-Rock crew, we've been doing block parties for a few years now. And I mean, the pandemic knocked everything out. So then we just started back. We just had one a few weeks ago at Virginia Randolph Park in Glen Allen. We did that. You know, at the recreation center, at the playground, we did that. And we're doing block parties again. And everybody just needs to, you know, hey, we're not the only DJs out there. There's plenty of DJs out there. Do some block parties. Do some things like that. Let's see. Jam at Cricket's house. Rick, you crazy, man. You said jam at your house, Cricket. And I mean, back in the days, look, the Junior Funk Machine, they'd be like, hey, Barry and Brad, they're jamming at Barry's house. The whole neighborhood would be there. And then Barry's mama would come home and run everybody away. We shouldn't have been over there because she told us not to come over there. She told us, don't come over there when I'm not there. When I'm here, you can come over, but don't come over when I'm not there. I'll never forget that. Man, those were the days. They would kick him out of the hood. I don't know. Cricket kind of hard to, you know, I don't think Cricket would budge for that one. Hook the tower power. The tower, he wants you to hook up those speakers again, Cricket, no doubt. Brad, your memory is great. Doc, believe it or not, it gets challenging sometimes. I got to shout out Sam, the Beast from the East, is checking us out right now. Yep, that's right. Mike Funk Motor. How can I forget about my brother Mike B? Funk Motor Entertainment, Funk Motor that did the song Funk Motor, Mike B. I remember meeting Mike in Henderson Middle School, and he was the first rapper in Henderson Middle School that won a contest. They did a rap contest and he won it. Little did I know years later, we see each other again and he would be who he was as far as his song, Funk Motor. Absolutely. Great guy. Thank you, Sam, for that one. I may next year, Cricket is saying to you, Rick. Let's see who else. Play loud music in the projects was a pleasure. Exactly, Pitt. I mean, I wasn't there, but I know when I would go through some of the other places and stuff like that, you know, and some of the, I'm saying your projects, I didn't come through there, but I know a lot of the others in the West End I would be at, and some over South Side I went to at one point. And man, they would crank the music up at any time, and everything was great, man. Nobody got into any hassles or anything. Yeah, it'd be nice to do that again. Love you, my brother. You inspire me coming up. Well, thank you, Eric. I appreciate it. I hope everything is well with you, man. I hope it is. Let's see. Remember, I did a sound check here in the neighborhood across the block. Oh, yeah. Cricket did a sound check on our very first outside gig, everybody. Cricket pulled every bit of speakers he had out at his house. And you might see the pictures are still on my page. I think I reshared it the other day. It came up in a memory. And let me tell you, he cranked that sucker up. Man, the neighbors complained like crazy. And he didn't even crank it up long. Wow.
Interconnected, and so does the great music. The great music. WQ Mix Worldwide. Old school radio. New school attitude.
In the background, it is Nas. The world is yours. And yes, the world is ours, everybody. Hip hop, hooray, no doubt. 50 years of hip hop. We're in 50 years now. What are we going to do after the 50 years? We're going to keep it moving, and we're going to move it stronger for the next 50. WQ Mix Worldwide Radio, everybody. Thank y'all again for being here. I appreciate it. I got to watch the music because Facebook does not like that. They do not like that. If it's loud, they're too old. All right, y'all behave, man. Colleague. Great day, Rick. Hey, Maisha, how are you? Great to see you. How you doing, sis? When I moved to Gilpin Court, I played every weekend. Yeah, Cricket, we were talking about that you would pull out your set and you would just do your thing, man, when you lived over there. That's what I'm saying, everybody. That we got to get back to that. We got to get back to that. Even though we're older, that doesn't mean we need to stop it. No doubt about it. Does not mean that. Thank you, Maisha. Appreciate it. We need to talk, Maisha, because we may have a couple of spots in New York that we need to go up and play at. And I need to speak to you on some things with that. So yes, let's talk soon. Cricket says 22 cabinets. Yeah, I can believe you had 22 cabinets. I remember seeing them. I think I counted something like that, man. Y'all please share this broadcast if you like. I'd appreciate it. I'm just saying thank you to everybody that has supported us and that has been in this thing for this 50 years of hip hop. I know here in Richmond, it's been 44 for us, but those of you that are watching from Jersey, New York, and whatever, we thank you all up there. We definitely, because if it were not for y'all, you know, this life we have, it would never exist. So thank y'all for creating this. And thank God for giving you all the knowledge to create this. It came from nothing and made something. You hear me? It was nothing that it came from, and it was turned into something. It was turned into something. It definitely was turned into something. No doubt. Hey, Carla, how are you? Shout out to Louisa County, y'all. Definitely, no doubt about it. So I'm very grateful to everything that has happened for us in this years. Yes, hip hop don't stop, Maisha, no doubt about it. And I'm humble and I'm appreciative and I'm ready for the rest. Yes, let's see. Pitt says, when the last time we went to a hip hop house party, a real hip hop house party, where they talked about it for weeks, DJs battling, MCs battling. There you go. Pitt summed it up right there. He summed it up. And right now from the Boogie Down Bronx, my cousin-in-law, but she's like don't matter. She's my cousin, Lover Fort Robin, Robin, how are you? Great to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Robin. Love you. Love you. She's right there from the Boogie Down Bronx. She was there. I wish I could get her on this right now. She was at those parties back in the day. I don't know if she was at Kool Herc's party, but I know she was at a lot of those parties in the Bronx. She was there. Robin, I'm sorry. I wish I'd have called you earlier and could get you on here real quick. I wish I could. I wish I could. I know you could tell us some stories. I mean, really could tell us some stories. I mean, 50 years of hip hop, she was right there. She was there. No doubt about it. No doubt. I used to pack Ashland Rec Center. We used to do that too, Cricket. Yeah. Ashland Rec Center was another spot. Yeah, and we're talking about Richmond and Central Virginia, everybody. We're talking about all of that. I mean, I remember us going down to Petersburg once and doing a live broadcast down there when I was at KIE and Crockett's Food Center, I believe it was. And it was a record store down. I can't remember the name of the record store. Oh man, it was so many years. Matter of fact, it was right after the Run DMC show that night. I had to go down to Petersburg that next morning. I remember, man, I didn't get any sleep. And I was down there. Man, I remember that. Boy, that was a great time. Yes, y'all. It don't stop. No doubt about it, Robin. No doubt about it. I can't remember what the name of that place was. I can't remember. Carrington's. There you go. Carrington's Music and Crockett's Food Center down there. Yep, that's what it was. Man, oh, we had a ball down there. Man, we had a ball. In the background, it is Rappers Convention, Harlem World Crew, which is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Y'all know Dr. Jekyll was Andre Harrell. He bit this rhyme, though. Well, in fairness, I wish Jaquan was here. I wonder if he bit it or did. I don't think T-Ski Valley bit it. I think T-Ski Valley said it first. I believe it, but he said some other ones in there that I know was a bite, especially King Tim III. But anyway, yes, this is all part of 50 years of hip hop, y'all. Yeah, so yes, last night was phenomenal at the Hippodrome. The proclamation that LeVar Stoney gave us is just incredible. It's really, really, truly incredible. And I just want to thank everybody there. I definitely do. Thank Shaco Records. Thank Mike Street. Thank y'all all. Everybody I met, I got to admit, a lot of some of the names I forgot. I should have just, logged them in my phone and looked at them. But thank y'all so much for being there and reach out to me. Like you said, y'all wanted to reach out. Hey, please reach out anytime you want. I'll be glad to talk to you. I'll be glad to, be a part of some of the things that you all are doing. No doubt about it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate it. I got put out in Ashland. The bass was knocking the tiles out of the ceiling. I can believe it, Cricket. I can believe it. We got to get back to that, man. We got to get your set back up. It's funny. Cricket and I were talking. We're talking about powered system and passive systems. Powered speakers, of course, you know what powered speakers are. That's where the amp is in the speaker. Passive systems is just the speakers are the speakers and the amp is the amp, and they're separate. One thing we're finding out is that these powered systems can't rock for a long time. Some of them. And they're not holding up and they're blowing. But the passive systems, you can keep them going. You can keep them going. So far, that's what we're seeing. I don't know anybody else's experience with them, but I know Cricket has fixed 2 subwoofers already. Powered subwoofers he's fixed already. Yeah, no doubt about it. Divine Sounds in Brooklyn. Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Hey, Tracy Holland, thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, get that Houdini shirt. Yeah, I had a Houdini 50th anniversary shirt, everybody. I got from Jalil. Thank you, Jalil. Thank you so much, brother, for that shirt. I really appreciate it. I got to get a couple of other ones from you, too, so I'll be in touch with you. But thank you, Jalil. But yes, Tracy, please hook up and get you a 50th anniversary of hip-hop shirt from Jalil Hutchins of Houdini. Got to shout out and say rest in peace to my brother, Ecstasy, John Fletcher. I miss that brother. Oh, my gosh, I miss that brother. I really missed him. He was my favorite rapper because he was one of the first to come out with his cadence and his style of rhyme. Nobody could touch him as far as I'm concerned at that time. Nope. Couldn't do it. Log them in my phone. Do you remember Divine Sounds from Brooklyn? Yeah, I remember them. As a matter of fact, I got them here. I got them for the station. No doubt about it. Let's see. I'm building a 8 subwoofer passive system. Whoa. That's going to be right. That's going to be right. No doubt about it. You're welcome, Tracy. Absolutely. You're welcome. It's Bravador Live, y'all. I've been on here for about 50 minutes, just thanking everybody for 50 years of hip hop, thanking everybody for 44 years here in Central Virginia. We got started when we heard it on record. You know, we didn't have the opportunity. Some of us didn't have the opportunity to be at Cool Herc's party. I don't know anybody that was there that's from Richmond that was there at that time. It maybe someone. But I know I wasn't. 73, I was 8 years old. You know, I wouldn't have, I was not there. But from what came out of that party is what we know it, hip hop as we know it today. But I'm also going to shout out the brothers in Queens, the DJ Divine and the Infinity Machine, DJ Kendu. I got to shout them out. Spider D. I got to shout out New Sounds, the Disco Twins. I got to shout them out. Please research the Queens Hip Hop Connection as well. Please research them. I had the opportunity to talk to DJ Divine at length in an interview that I was filming at one point. And he was just telling me some interesting things about Queens hip hop. No doubt. I mean, of course, you know, from Queens, we got Salt and Pepper, we got LL Cool J, we got Run DMC. And I'm drawing a blank real quick, but at the same time, you know, out in Long Island, you had Public Enemy. You had De La Soul that was out in Amityville. You had in Brooklyn Houdini. You had MC Light, the Audio 2. You had UTFO. You had Sparky D. And I can go on and on and on. You know, we had a lot of groups. The Alliance from Brooklyn. You had them out there in Brooklyn. I'm just trying to, you know, make sure I'm just calling everybody out as best I can. But when you're doing this, there's so many other things running through your head. So you're just trying to stay on point. So if I missed your name, please forgive me. Not that I forgot. It's just not coming to me right now. Let's see. Yes. And absolutely. Rest in peace, Biz Markie. Yeah. I love that dude too, man. He was definitely on the one with everything he was doing from rhyming, then started DJing. He had his own thing, man, and his own style. And that's what it is. You got to be unique and have your own style. Make sure it's light, Cricket. You and Cricket, there you go. You and Cricket going at it. Yes, no doubt about it. Malcolm McLaren, I believe it is, the world famous Supreme Team show. Yeah, they were great. They still are. Play them right here on the station pit. No doubt about it. Kumo D as well. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, y'all please share. But, I don't think I'm going to be on here much longer. I've been on here a while, everybody.
X Worldwide Radio. Download the Live 365 app or the TuneIn Radio app. Put in WQMIX, and get ready to enjoy your radio again.
Let's do it.
It's WQ Mix Worldwide Radio.
The king is here, and that's...
How can I forget these guys? How can I? The 2 Live crew. The Fresh Kid Ice is back, no doubt. On WQ Mix Worldwide Radio. Miami bass played a big part in hip hop for Central Virginia and Richmond, and Petersburg, and Hopewell. Oh, absolutely. The 808 drums. Ooh, the Linn drum. Oh my gosh. The 909. The SP12 sampling drum machine, then the SP1200. And I'm just glad I still got mine. As a matter of fact, I got some new parts for it that I'm going to try to recondition it myself. Y'all, give me your blessing on that one. It's not going to be that difficult. This just chips you replace. You do a diagnostic first, tells you what to do, and then you take that out and put your updated chip in, and boom, you're ready to go. So I'm going to be reconditioning that myself. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Definitely looking forward to doing that. Let's see. Pitt, my man. Yo, don't forget the Twins over in Fairfield. Absolutely. The Twins in Fairfield. Let me tell you something about them. If you don't know, if you looked at Unsung and you saw the Unsung about Das Effect, the Twins they were talking about from Fairfield Court. Those guys were in the contest with Das Effect. They won. Das Effect got the record deal, got a record deal out of it. That wasn't part of the prize, but they got a record deal from this because EPMD was judging the contest. To me, that's great, but the Twins should have had a contract with somebody. With somebody. And that's my opinion. They should have. So, you know, we have a lot of stories like that with people that should have been signed to major labels and things of that nature. You know, it was that during that time, it was and it still may be like that. I don't know. But, you know, we got the streaming things going on now and everybody pretty much, it ain't much to put a record situation together. You have your own, you can print your own CDs, you can make your own downloads for people to download your songs. Studios now, and Milk and I were talking about this a couple weeks ago when I was up in New York, and I saw Milk for the first time in years face to face in person. He was telling me, he said, Brad, you know yourself, all the studios are gone just about. There's very little studio. Everybody has a studio, you know, where they are. I got my studio, you know, everybody, if you got a laptop, you got a studio pretty much. You know, I mean, you still may want to have a couple of other amenities with it, but you got a studio. So people can record anywhere. Matter of fact, Milk said he knows a guy that records in his car and has a great sound. A great sound. So it's not difficult anymore. It's not at all. Yeah, man. Yeah, they Das Effects was at Virginia State University. They came up from Virginia State because they heard about a contest and they jumped in it against the Twins. Yep. That's what it was at the Trop. And the Trop it was called the Tropicana, but it was called the Trop. The people called it the Trop for short. Tommy Lockett ran it. And Drake used to DJ in there and Disco T, Cooley T. They used to DJ in there. It was really Cooley T's spot, and Drake would DJ sometime. But at the same time, that was the actual club that used to be called Infinity that my brother snuck Mad Mixer and I in when we first started that group in 81. We were sitting in a DJ booth on the floor watching everything go down and how to DJ in a club. So we got an early experience of DJing clubs. We saw it for ourselves. I'll never, ever forget it. Definitely. Yes. But no doubt, man. No doubt. Let's see. Cricket says, I built my studio before I purchased a living room set. Shake his head. Cricket and his stories, boy, I tell you, he can't make it up. He can't make it up. He can't make it up. In the background, Salt and Pepper on WQ Mix Worldwide Radio. Shake Your Thing, featuring EU.
Oh, you looking sweet, baby.
So everybody, thank y'all again, those that came out to RVA Rappers Delight at the Hippodrome with the tribute and a celebration of 50 years of hip hop, which has been claimed, it's been proclaimed that August 11th is Hip Hop Day in Richmond, Virginia. In Richmond, Virginia. No doubt about it. That's right, Ray. The Trop. Yes, Pitt. No doubt about it. Richmond Hip Hop Underground was phenomenal. Yes. And Pitt, it still is now. It is, man. What I witnessed last night was excellent, man. It was excellent. No doubt about it. Hey, man. Hope you and the family are doing well. How's Kyrie? Hey, my man, Ryan. He's doing fine. I just saw him today. He's on vacation, man. And he's doing fine. Is he still making music? Yes, he is. Happy about 50 to you as well, Ryan. Yes, he's still doing his music. He does his music in his truck. When he's on the road, he has a studio in the back of his truck. My son, we're talking about my son, everybody. He produces himself. He's done some things that have been shown on Netflix as far as doing scores and stuff. He's done a lot. He really has. He's made us proud. He's taken it to another level. He really has. But yes, he is, man. And hopefully he's looking. He's not watching now because I know he's probably driving on his vacation and stuff. So yeah. But I'll let him know you asked about him, Ryan. Hopefully those cars are doing well, man. Definitely, man. I'm still trying to debate about a 71 or 72 Roadrunner. You know, I know you're the Mopar guy, so maybe we'll talk soon about that, all right? Hold me to it, no doubt. Michael Campbell, how are you, my friend? Great to see you, man. Hey, well, great to see you, no doubt. Let's see. I run. I'll call you tomorrow. Got your cricket. We'll see you tomorrow. No doubt. They need a Z-Rock Crew Boulevard in Richmond. Thank you, Rick. But where would it be? Where would it be? Maybe it would be at Wood and Glenlee Avenue in Churchill. And the reason I say that is because that really was our headquarters. All the equipment stayed at Fresh's house back then, and that's where everybody came to. When we were practicing, they came to that house, and that'd be kind of cool. Now, if you say they wanted to have it at both places, I would say where my mom's house was over on Wallace Street in the West End. The one she had when she passed away, the one that I sold. That house was an iconic house because of all the people in hip hop that passed through there. Chuck D, MC Light, the Audio 2, the Alliance. It was just so many people came through that house. And that would be probably my phone conked out. It's conked out. Oh, I got my charger way over there. And I'm not gonna get it. I'll do it right after this broadcast. But I say all that to say that would be okay, I guess. We'll see. Yes, behind McDonald's. That's it, Pitt. That was where it used to be, behind McDonald's on Metal Bridge. No doubt. No doubt. Yes, definitely, man. Definitely. I appreciate that. Hey, Vernon, how are you? How are you?
Stand clear to be plugged up.
Yep, behind McDonald's, man. No doubt about it. So, maybe that's something we can work on sometime or another. Let's see. We'll have to see. So many people, DMV Drive was the spot. So Bond Secure Train. I don't see. All right, let's get something straight with that, okay? All right. DMV Drive. A lot of people later hung at DMV Drive. We hung at McDonald's on Broad. That's where we hung at from the early 80s all the way up to the late 80s and maybe going right into the 90s, and then we stopped. Then a lot of hip hoppers went to DMV Drive because before that, it wasn't us over there. There were people from the county that were over there, and there were people from like Godwin and Freeman that were over there. But none of us were over there. No, we were not there because we hung on that part. They would harass us on Broad Street at McDonald's, but they wouldn't bother them on DMV Drive. That's real talk. That's real talk. Now, another DJ, I didn't know him, but later on in the 90s, they would hang there. I didn't at that time. I was either in the studio or I was in the 90s. I was married, so I wasn't hanging out anymore. Not like that. But there was another DJ producer who was killed over there, and then they just shut all that down. But no, that was not our spot. We didn't hang there in DMV Drive. No, we hung at McDonald's on Broad, right at Belvedere and Broad, where the Rite Aid is now. We used to be parked across there because they would run. We buy the food from McDonald's, and then they wouldn't let us stay on the lot. They would run us out of there. That's what the owners would do. That's exactly what happened. Anybody want to debate me about it, we can go at it because that's exactly what happened. We're not mad about it. It's just that's what happened. Real talk. No doubt about it. There was a house near the racetrack. Was the house near the racetrack? No, that's the other house that Ryan that I own. That's the one that's been renovated and we're getting ready to sell that. That's the one you're thinking about. But no, that one wasn't it. This one was over in the West End of Richmond. Could they put a plaque there? I wouldn't. If they put a plaque, you're talking about over my mom's house in the West End. I don't know if the neighbors would allow that. Some of those neighbors that were there at the beginning, they're gone. So I don't know how they would feel about that. I don't know. I mean, we could always try. I don't know. I think people used to drag race on DMV Drive. I don't know. I wasn't there. I used to hear stories about some of the things that would happen on DMV Drive. I know on Broad Street they used to try to drag race, and the cops would pop people every now and then. We never drag race on Broad Street because it was too dangerous. We went to Commerce Road over South Side. We went over there where it was industrial and nobody would be around. That's where we went to. We went over there, no doubt. Thank you, Pitt. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Those fake cops were giving us a hard time. You remember Vernon, don't you? Yeah. I remember when Kirby Jr. used to be a security guard there, and I remember when he got shot and stuff. He was the only one over there, and there was another one. There was another guard over there that was okay with me. Another couple of guards, but it was another one guard over there that was there around at the mid 80s, right about 84, 85. That I couldn't. Oh my gosh, he was terrible. This guy really thought he was a police officer, but he wasn't. Oh, this guy was something. Oh my gosh, him and another guy this guy actually outfitted his car out to look like a police car. Yeah, it was smoke. Yeah, really. I remember him. I remember him. Bright moments, my brother, Mr. James Bracey. Glad to see you, man. Hope all is well with you. I move cars with my hands to get a parking space, me and Johnny. I remember those days, Rick. I remember them, Big Rick. No doubt about it. Guy, my name, Ron. Ron. I don't understand that, Vernon, what you're saying. You might have to clarify that a little bit for me. You might have to. Again, everybody, thank y'all again for last night. Those that were there and showed us so much love at the RVA Rappers Delight at the Hippodrome. Mike Street, got to thank him again. Craig from Shaco Records and Carlos from Shaco Records, got to thank them also for doing this. And thanks for the proclamation from Mayor LeVar Stoney and stuff. And I got to shout out LeVar Stoney's wife. She had to say hello to her. She knows my oldest daughter, and she just gave her such a beautiful compliment. And I thank them all. Thank you. And thank you, Mayor Stoney, for everything. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. The officer's name was Ronnie. I don't remember his name, Vernon. I don't remember his name. All I know is he was a nasty son of a gun. I know that. Yeah, man. I never forget him. I never forget him. And after he left there, I always wondered where he was. But I heard he used to work at a 7-Eleven, and he used to wear his gun on his side all the time. The way he treated people, I understand. Thank you, Monica. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Much love to you as well. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Pitt. How can I not mention the Holiday Club on 3rd Street and Zodiac Disco, Bo and Al? Bo and Al, the Zodiac Disco, helped us out a lot. They did, the Z-Rock crew. Oh, man, they helped us a lot. Then they turned and dissed us. Then we turned around and Fresh made songs about them. And then that was it after that. But we're all good now. That's been years ago. But much love for Bo and Al, Zodiac Disco. No doubt about it. Man, they kept the doggone Holiday Club jumping. Man, did they. Oh, man, great days, man. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Cuz. How are you, man? Great to see you. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. Much love. Much love. Much love. No doubt about it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Boo, what's going on, man? Man, thank you, man. I appreciate you, bro. You were there too, man. You were there in the West End. You know what it was all about, man. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Yes, he went to 7-Eleven. Oh, so that was his name, huh? Okay. All right. I wonder what he's doing these days. Still harassing people, trying to be a police officer when he's not. The Holy Rosary, Mr. C and Mr. T. I didn't know them, Pitt. I didn't know them. But thanks for shouting them out, man. Thanks. I know, see, Pitt, you knew a lot of people. I think y'all even told me about a club y'all had there, an after-hours spot called the Fila Club in Churchill. I believe you had told me about that once, your brother or you told me. Can't remember exactly who it was. But thanks for shouting them out and stuff. No doubt about it. Okay, that wouldn't show up, so I don't understand that. Ebony Island, yes, Rick. Yes, Ebony Island. I remember all those stories you used to tell me about audio tour of Milk D and stuff. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the Ebony Island, everybody, over on North Avenue. Great. It was a place that everybody hung out at. I went to the Ebony Island a couple of times. I went there when Milk and Giz and all of them were there before they actually did a show for WANT the next day. They went there and did some stuff with Jose brought them there. I was in Ebony Island that night. I was there a couple of other nights. We played in there. One night we spun in there real quick. We did that. We didn't spend too much time in the Ebony Island. We were up doing other things while the recording, or we were gigging somewhere out in the county somewhere with Black Baron. Man, those were the days, man. No doubt about it. I put that one up with Jason. Churchill Funk Crew. Yeah, and Churchill Crew. I mentioned them earlier. No doubt. Let's see. Wayne G. I think you meant me Wayne G. Yeah, got to shout him out. Or is it? I'm sure it's Wayne G, right? That you're saying Pitt, or is it Rainy G? Maybe somebody, I forgot. Yes, Touch of Class, Dr. Disco. I remember Touch of Class. I couldn't get in there, but I remember him. What was the club across the street from EI? It was Underground. A club across the street from the EI? Or are you talking about the night gallery around the corner on Brooklyn Park? Was that the one? I don't know of anything being across the street from the Ebony Island. There was a club. I don't recall that. That one I don't. Ray, I don't recall that one. It's where the Family Dollar is now. There was a club there. I missed that one. If it was an after hour spot, I missed that one. I missed it. I missed that one. You know, I definitely missed that one. I can't remember. That one, you got me on that one. The Flamingo. The Flamingo was upstairs from the Ebony Island. The Flamingo was upstairs. So is that the one you're talking about, Ray? Because that was upstairs from the Ebony Island, was downstairs. There was on the other side, you go up the back steps. That was the Flamingo up there. That was the Flamingo, not across the street. I don't believe it was across the street. I'm almost willing it was not across the street. My grandmother's house was right behind the Ebony Island. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Cool. Now right across the street. No, right across. It was across the street. Okay. All right. Yeah, okay. No, the Tropical Club and was it the Sahara Club or the Tropical Club upstairs above the Ebony Island? You know what, Ray? Maybe the Flamingo was across. I just can't remember, man. Damn, well, hey, y'all got me on that. Y'all got me on that one. Man, I can't believe I don't remember. Already, y'all were the bridge to the real hip hop. I remember me, you, Chris, Virginia State homecoming. You let us interview the Ghetto Boys, me and Kay. That one escapes me too, Clarence. Boo, that one. Damn, Boo, I can't remember that. Was it Virginia State? Oh, it was the Virginia State homecoming that I think was at the show place. I think that was, Chris did that. I wasn't there that night. Chris was there that night because he and Bushwick Bill and all of them got hooked up and was cool. That's what that was. I remember that because I remember seeing the videotape. No, it was Northside Foodland across from Ebony Island. See, I can't remember, man. I can't even remember. Let's pause for the calls real quick. Let me exercise the brain.
Download the Live 365 app or the TuneIn Radio app. Put in WQMIX, and get ready to enjoy your radio again. It's WQ Mix Worldwide Radio.
Party people.
Speaking of 50 years of hip hop, y'all, the Soul Sonic Force. And guess what? It's the Z-Rock crew featuring the DJ MC Fresh doing the mixing, y'all. Here we go. The DJ MC Fresh on the 1 and 2, everybody. Check it out. WQ Mix Worldwide Radio. Google it. You can get the web player. That's the quickest way to hear it. You can do it while I'm running my mouth, while I continue to run my mouth. Yeah, everybody. So, I can't remember, man. I can't remember that. I don't remember. But if y'all say it was, then I'm going with you. I'm going with you on it. I was young. I was trying to DJ in there. Oh, wow. For real? Okay. It was the Flamingo. Okay. All right. Well, that's what it was then. Man, I might have to look that up see if somebody's got pictures so I can see that just so I can get it embedded in my brain, man. Gosh. The Tropical Club was upstairs of there. So it was the Tropical Club, not the Sahara Club. It was the Tropical Club. Got it. Okay. Got it. Yes. It came to me. It was the Tropical Club. My mom ran the bar in the EI back in the days. Everyone know Mrs. Hahn. Mrs. Ann. Miss Oann. Okay. Cool. Joanne. Got it. Miss Joanne. No doubt. Wow. Was browsing 804 Music the other day on YouTube and came across Lonnie B and Danger Mouth Super Friends mixtape from 97. Do you recall when it came out? Around 97 when it came out, 98. Yeah, it was like 97, 98 because I was DJing on J100 during that. Well, I was getting ready to DJ on J100 during that time. And I remember when it came out. Yeah, that's when it came out, around 97, 98, I believe it was. Probably 97, Ryan. That's when it came out. For the B-side, me and Troy drove up there. Yeah, all of us hung out. Bushwick Face, Willie D. Ain't we had them cats, and we had them cats at McDonald's and Aunt Sarah's crazy night. You were there for sure. I was there. I don't remember hanging out with the Ghetto Boys. I remember meeting them backstage, but I don't remember hanging out with them. Chris did. Chris hung out with them that year. I remember that year because I remember we got it on film. I think I still got the film in here somewhere. I don't think I was there, man. I don't believe so, man. But I don't believe so. Yeah, but Troy was probably drove his car and stuff with them and everything. Yeah, okay, no doubt. Oh, no doubt about it, Ray. Lonnie definitely is legendary. Ain't no doubt about that. 97, so it was 97. There you are, Ryan. That's your answer. You left and gave us the equipment. I did? Man, look, I can't remember. Thank you, though. I can't remember. Wow. The Pancake House. I remember that. Yeah, everybody was at Aunt Sarah's. Everybody hung out at Aunt Sarah's. Man, shoot. After the shows, Aunt Sarah's is where everybody went to. No doubt about it. On Broad Street. It ain't there anymore, but I remember. That I remember. DJ MC Fresh on the ones and twos, y'all. On WQ Mix Worldwide Radio. Please like and share it, everybody. Please like and share it. Yeah. Thank you, boy. I appreciate it, man. All right, everybody, look, I've been on here for almost an hour and a half, but I got on here. I just wanted to say thank you for all of the props and all of the love for 50 years of hip hop and how it relates to Richmond and how we did it in Central Virginia and all of the things that we did, people just showing us love for it. Thank y'all so much. I can't thank you enough. So I just wanted to say thank you again to Mike Street, Shaco Records, the Hippodrome, RVA, Rapper's Delight last night, and the love we were shown. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate it. Really, really do. I'll read one more. Hey, Duramus, do you think we're kings of the 80s between Run DMC? Who were the king? Do you think who were the kings? I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, Houdini was up there, man. They were doing it. That's all I'm gonna tell you. They were doing it. They definitely were. Yeah, you're right, Pitt. This is our hip hop. So thank y'all again for being here, man. I appreciate it so much. I really appreciate it. And thank y'all also. This is our hip hop. Let's protect it. And exactly. I'm going to close with that, what Pitt said. This is our hip hop, everybody. We got to protect it. We got to hold our heads high. And those of you that hire these DJs, that are classic DJs, or any DJs that are serious about the craft, pay them right. Pay them right. Respect the DJ. Respect the MCs. Respect them. Simple as that. Thank y'all again for checking this out. I appreciate it. Much love to all of y'all. Thank you to Mayor Stoney for the proclamation yesterday proclaiming that August 11th is Hip Hop Day in Richmond, Virginia. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I love y'all all for that. Keep checking back for dates that you'll see the Junior Funk Machine, Z-Rock Crew, the Z-Rock Crew Junior Funk Machine, Sir RJ, and others coming your way soon. We're going into Richmond doing some things. Keep tapping back for the location and times when we're going to do it. Please come out and support and have a good time with us. We will let you know very, very soon on the next one of what we're going to do. Thank y'all so much again. God bless you all. God bless you all. I'm going to put up these last comments. Thank you, Vernon. I appreciate it. Highland Park Hood, Ray Hood, my man. Love you, brother. Man, love all of y'all. Thank y'all so much. God bless y'all. Peace.